Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. It is Tuesday. Probably get that wrong on at least one occasion tonight, but it's Tuesday, and welcome to June. It's the first of the month. Thank you for being here. What a way to wrap up May and your Memorial Day weekend weather-wise. We have not experienced one like that in a long time, perhaps ever to that extent, in regards to the cold temperatures, the drizzle, the rain that we have seen. We've got more rain in your forecast as well. The cold air is gone, but we've got a rather dismal week ahead, and looking as though it's not going to clear up until maybe the weekend, and even then, some lingering chances of some showers and thunderstorms. Today, of course, the unofficial Memorial Day, the unofficial start of summer. Today is the start of meteorological summer, and we're going to be in an active weather pattern for all of the forecast period. We've got some showers and storms that have been hitting parts of Kentucky today. Not so much for us, but low pressure is going to make its way into town later on in the week. And with that, some more serious showers, possibly thunderstorms as well. Right now, we could see some of those storms add up to some significant rainfall amounts. We'll talk more about that and track that as the week goes on. Certainly no more 24 hours from now, but wow, what a Memorial Day weekend. I gotta be honest, what a past several weeks for myself that has culminated with a Memorial Day weekend, graduation, and of course, to be honest, this time around it was more as a father than a reporter. I do have a lot of things that I shot of Andrew and his friends and the like over the course of the graduation weekend. We may try to work some of those in later on throughout the week. The district tournament for baseball and softball. That's why I've been pleading with everyone to follow it in the Sagersville Independent, and make sure you do in this week's edition, because I've been down a videographer or two and unable to take in any of the games this weekend, but I'll get you caught up real quickly on those standings in just a few moments. And it was Memorial Day, and I mean, it's been a full busy weekend, and I don't suspect I'm the only one who feels exhausted after it. So with that said, good news is we've got a short week ahead. Headlines tonight will include a fatal auto accident that happened Friday evening that claimed the life of a Magafa County man, and I've also learned his pet. I'll take you to the scene of that, and we'll hear from Sheriff Doug Saylor of Johnson County telling us what he can at this time, and a host of other news and information as I just start to get caught up and we start to roll on through summer here on this first day of June, which also, of course, is the birthday for the Commonwealth. Kentucky actually adopted its statehood constitution on April the 19th, it was, of 1792, which was well before the deadline that Congress had established for Kentucky to be admitted to the nation as a state, which had to be done before June the 1st of that year. So, officially, June the 1st of 1792, Kentucky became the 15th state, and of course celebrating a birthday today. And that's a first. I'm sorry, I kept seeing something big coming. Let's just take a break on that one. I'll be right back with your headlines. It was intended to be a break anyway, and we'll see what's buzzing about in just a few moments. Welcome to East Kentucky's premier vape and CBD shop, offering all natural tobacco alternatives and everything vape and smoke shop related. Everything you're looking for and everything you're not. Best quality, best prices, best service.
Come to Appalachian Smoke Shop for all your tobacco alternatives and accessories, as well as products like CBD, kratom, and legal THC that people are telling us they're using to treat pain, anxiety, depression, difficulty sleeping, and lack of energy, as well as just for overall wellness. Make it your one stop, Appalachian Smoke Shop.
There's no missing that this is the new McFarland and Tinker Law Office location on the Mountain Parkway in the former Farm Bureau building in Sagersville, just like there's no denying that their nearly 60 years of legal experience has won their clients millions and millions of dollars in disability, auto accident, and wrongful death cases. It's where your case matters to you and to us. McFarland and Tinker, also Griffey approved. It's time to play the Lee's Famous Recipe Daily Lunch Special Game, where behind curtain number 1 we have our super tasty country fried steak sandwich, and behind curtain number 2 our famous chicken sandwich with lettuce, pickle, and mayo. And you can get either one of those on a bun or a biscuit, But wait, behind curtain number 3, our extra famous footlong with homemade chili. And all 3 come served with our famous hand-dipped potato wedges and a drink. Monday through Friday for lunch from 11 to 2 for just $5 plus tax. You're a winner either way you go at your Sayersville Lee's Famous Recipe. Spring is always the time for new beginnings and redecorating, or at least adding a few new favorite pieces to your home decor. And the seasonal shop has just finished resetting their entire home decor section with all new merchandise. It's all there. Classic favorites, new trends, and the unusual pieces that can set your decor apart from everyone else. Farmhouse, timeless blue and white pottery, natural woods, beaded accents, bohemian, bees, lemons, copper, white pottery, and equestrian. It's all there. And it's all there with local delivery, layaway, and curbside pickup. It's the only place like it, the Seasonal Shop in downtown Sayersville. In recognition and honor of all of your achievements, especially your extraordinary senior year, Sayersville National Bank wants to salute the class of 2021 and assure you that wherever your next horizon leads you, we're here to help you save for your dreams with student, business, personal checking, and more. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2021 from Sayersville National Bank.
I'm Dr. Jason Zimmerman at Highlands ARH, the healthcare system of Appalachia.
With the possibility of a fan continuing to fly around outside in front of the camera, we will continue headlines tonight. We will begin with a COVID update real quickly. Locally, one case reported, I think it was on last Friday, 0 cases over the weekend, 0 cases yesterday and today. So 1 case in McGoffin County over the past several days. That is good news. Let's go to your state update real quickly, as I'm glad to hear some good news coming from there as well. Per the governor today, beginning with $250 million in water infrastructure projects that will see their way into each and every Kentucky county. Bashir announced his Better Kentucky plan. A portion of that, $250 million in cleaner water programming funding. The first program to accept applications since the governor and lawmakers reached a bipartisan agreement at the close of the 2021 General Assembly to invest about $700 million in federal relief funds for infrastructure initiatives. Basically, $150 million for projects in each Kentucky county based on their population for water projects. Another $50 million to go towards helping serve unserved water customers. Another $24.9 million to supplement any project grants that run a little short. And another $25 million to cover any bids for any of those projects that come in higher than estimated. And all that money will be used until it is gone. Upgrading systems, water systems, without, the governor says, residents having to foot the bill. And some good news, man. I can't tell you how glad I was to hear this today because of vaccines. Great news, actually. March of last year, we saw the closure of nearly all the 200 senior citizen centers across the Commonwealth. And when we did, because of the pandemic, those senior centers saw a 200% increase in the request and need for meals. 4 million meals served throughout the pandemic. They weren't open to their seniors, but they were still open and functioning and delivering 2 times the meals they normally do. But because of the vaccinated population, our senior centers are about to reopen.
Thanks to safe and effective vaccines, I'm excited to share that effective June 11th, Kentucky Senior Centers may reopen. And that will be among the many venues able to operate at full capacity that day. The Department for Aging and Independent Living oversaw a senior center reopening work group to address concerns and ideas ahead of this June 11th date. The reopening adhere to current CDC recommendations, which fall closely in line with long-term care and adult day health care guidance. Anyone who enters a senior center is required to follow county-level mask guidance. As I've mentioned time and time again, One life lost to this virus is too many, so please be considerate, and let's continue to look after our neighbors. If you're age 60 or older and in need of a meal or any other community-based services, please call the Aging and Disability Resource Center at 877-925-0037. It's a hard thing to do, but it was the right thing to do. And now on June 11th, our senior centers are going to be open again at full capacity. Like we said, the reason that we can do that are vaccines. These things are miracles. They have effectively ended death and hospitalization for the most vulnerable. They are saving lives every single day, and we got to make sure more people get them. So today's update, we now have 2,058,029 Kentuckians vaccinated, or persons vaccinated here in Kentucky.
And on the topic of vaccines, well, glad to report as well that at the lowest point, Kentucky only seeing about 5,000 people vaccinated a day. However, here over the past several days, that's back up to about 10,000 a day, and the governor promises to make announcements this Thursday of some incentives to get people who haven't to get their vaccine. Some states offering millions of dollars in lotteries and all other sorts of ingenious ways to get their population vaccinated. We'll see what the governor has to announce on Thursday. The most vaccinated county, Woodford at 61%, Franklin at 60%. And 58% of Kentucky adults have been vaccinated. In our population of 65 and older, that's 84%. While we've seen about 30,000 12 to 15-year-olds vaccinated since they have been allowed and encouraged to do so. As for today's COVID numbers that were announced, 137 new cases this Tuesday, with a positivity rating statewide of 2.5%. There were, however, a number of deaths today, technically hundreds of deaths reported by the governor's office, 260 deaths. I need to stress, as did the governor, all of those audit deaths. They did a forensic study, if you will, of all death certificates, all the data since the pandemic began, going into great detail to find any and all who have passed away as a result of COVID-19. And another 260 individuals have believed to have passed away related to COVID-19 from March through October. That he believes also will have the audit deaths up to date and current. There was one new death reported today. That, of course, is a tragedy for the families involved. However, it is certainly much better than what we have been reporting now for some time. I'll be right back. Go with All Pro, and you'll always get a perfectly finished project backed by decades of experience and thousands of satisfied customers. Always with the best prices on everything from small to large remodels, bathrooms to kitchens to entire homes, or turnkey new construction on everything from garages, homes to retail space. And seamless gutters too. And All Pro still offers 0% financing for up to 18 months and long-term low interest rates on those big projects. For an estimate, call this family-owned business today. Parkway Pharmacy, as always, promises the quickest service with the very best care and prices, and to always have someone there to talk to when you have a question. With 3 pharmacists, curbside, drive-through, and call-ahead service. Parkway Pharmacy in Sayersville, 349-4400.
Where you can always talk to a pharmacist when you need one.
Be sure and make the grand opening at Speedy's in Sayersville a must-do on your list Memorial Day weekend. They're going to have bounce houses and water slides for the kids, free hot dogs for everybody. Their buffet is going to be half off all weekend long. They're going to have a flag-raising ceremony and incredible deals like 2 15-packs of Coke or Pepsi products for just $8.49, Sonoma's $3.29 a pack, and $10 off of cartons of Marlboros. Saturday and Sunday of Memorial Day weekend at Speedy's in Sayersville. Just click on ConleyTire.net and you can shop for tires, find out more about services, brands, wheels, rims, their free coffee, free Wi-Fi, and free local shuttle service, and of course the latest and greatest current offers and specials like how right now you can get up to $150 back on a set of Goodyears. That's ConleyTire.net, or you can always stop by in Staffordsville or give them a call at 297-2424.
Appalachian Wireless is proud to offer the Emergency Broadband Benefit Discount. This federal program can reduce the cost of our 25 gig unlimited plan by up to $50 a month. If someone in your household qualifies for certain government benefit programs or experienced substantial loss in income in the last year, you may be eligible. Only one discount per household, and it's only available until allotted funds run out. For more details, go to AppalachianWireless.com/EBB. We are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. Unlimited data speeds will be slowed to 512 kilobytes after 25 gig per line.
TracFone has brand new deals, brand new plans, and a brand new line of phones, and Frazier's Prater Drugstore has them all, like iPhone 6S's prepaid for only $114.99. We dare you to find it anywhere any cheaper. Yes, $114.99. So stay connected, stay in touch with major savings on all new TracFone plans and devices at Sayersville's Frazier's Prater Drugstore. A number of emergency accidents to report tonight, the most serious and tragic of which was this two-car collision that happened on 460 on Friday evening in Johnson County, claiming the life of a Magoffin County man and his dog.
Friday, May the 28th at about 8:12 p.m., Paintsville EMS, Oil Springs Volunteer Fire Department, Rock House Volunteer Fire Department, and the Johnson County Sheriff's Office was dispatched to an accident with injuries on Route 460. The accident was actually between Lower Twin and Barnes Creek Road on 460. One vehicle was occupied 4 times. That particular vehicle was from Indiana, and it was towing a trailer with 2 large side-by-side ATVs on it. The other vehicle was from Magoffin County, a single male passenger, and that male was pronounced at the scene. The passengers of the other vehicle, they were transported to Paul B. Hall, some of which were transferred out after the fact.
A photograph of the scene as EMS were tending to all of those involved, taken by Kayla Spradlin, who shared the photograph with us this afternoon, shows the carnage of the two-vehicle accident. It appears as though a Magoffin County man's truck dropped off the right side of the roadway, and then as he entered the roadway again, the vehicle then went into a slide, possibly as he overcorrected, and then went into a spin nearly 360 degrees, going into the path of the other truck with the trailer in tow and the 4 occupants. 47-year-old James Allen Holland of Sayersville was pronounced dead on the scene, as you heard Sheriff Saylor say. Rescue personnel as well later found his small dog as well in the vehicle, which also died as a result of the collision. We don't have any updates on the other individuals involved. Some were considered to be very seriously injured. While the accident remains under investigation by the Johnson County Sheriff's Department, I also have funeral services that have been set for Mr. Holland forthcoming in our funeral listings in just a few moments. There were 2 calls of emergency here in Magoffin County over the course of the weekend. The most minor in nature was this non-injury accident. However, it could have been much worse. Visiting a cemetery, a family trying to make a turn on a narrow path saw their vehicle go over the embankment. The rescue squad arrived, used a strap and come along to secure the vehicle before it went over the embankment. No injuries were sustained. But on a serious note here in Magoffin County, more serious at least, there was an accident on Far Middle Fork on Saturday afternoon around 5 o'clock that involved 2 people who would have been life-flighted had weather permitted. They were driving not a side-by-side or ATV, but I'm told some sort of modified passenger vehicle for the same off-road purpose, when a tire blew out near Food and Stuff Grocery, and both were ejected after it went up onto an embankment and overturned, suffering head and facial trauma. Most certainly the female passenger. They would have been life-flighted for their injuries had weather permitted. Both, I believe, being seriously injured and at least one requiring multiple surgeries as a result, but non-life-threatening injuries, I'm glad to report. Let's see what's happening real quickly on tonight's Magoffin Farm Bureau community calendar. We'll kick it off with a birthday wish. Father Bob, that's of course Father Bob at St. Luke's Church. Birthday a bit belated because of the holiday weekend. We weren't here, I believe, falling on the 30th, from Sister Jan and Jackie and a long list of friends and family and church members. Happy birthday. happy birthday, Father Bob. We hope you had a wonderful birthday and, of course, Memorial Day weekend. Happy birthday, Father Bob at St. Luke's. For all of you gearheads out there, just fans of the sport or enthusiasts, got one for you here. It's a car, truck, bike, off-road vehicle show to benefit the Desi Scott Children's Home, and it's going to be at their location just off the Parkway there on get on to 15, and they're going to have all kinds of classes, trophies for all of them, free setup for vendors. First 25 cars or vehicles get dash plaques, a 50-50 split the pot, a silent auction, music with a DJ, food. This is going to be a major event at the Desi Scott Children's Home. I'll remind you about this. It is coming up this Saturday, so I've just got a few days to remind you, but this Saturday, June the 5th, I think the weather's going to cooperate for it too. Maybe we'll find out a little bit more about that and try to help get them some folks down there and support their causes. Great opportunity and some great folks. The pool opened today at Ramey Park. It will be open Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays each week, noon to 5 for swimmers, and every evening of the week for parties. And that's the number you saw there to call. And call me when you've got a calendar announcement and you want everyone to know about it. Birthdays and anniversaries, too. Those announcements brought to you by your local Farm Bureau agent, Doug Green, while the folks at the McGoffin County Funeral Home, of course, bring to us nightly any funeral service announcements that we have. And tonight, we have those, as I referred to earlier, that have been set for 47-year-old James Allen Holland of Sagersville, who passed away Friday, the son of the late James Orville Holland and Brenda Joyce Shell Bradley. He's survived by sons Lewis and Alan Holland, daughters Tasha Holland and Ashley Holland, brothers Robert and Donald Holland, both of Sagersville, sisters Beatrice Moore, Eunice Gibson of Sagersville, Susan Holland, Carrie Little of Sagersville, and Mary Scott. Funeral services will take place starting at 11 o'clock this Thursday from the Bethlehem to Calvary Apostolic Church. Burial will follow at the Roark Cemetery on Burning Fork, and visitation will be Tuesday evening after 6 and all day Wednesday and prior to Thursday's services. Well, in lieu of everything that was going on this weekend, graduation, Memorial Day, and all else that happened, the district tournament was not something I could take in, and as well, without two videographers at my disposal, which I've had for quite some time, which have moved on, literally both actually moving to Lexington for a number of reasons. Just thought of that coincidence. Nevertheless, the Hornets have hung up their cleats for the season. Yes, I'm always pushing you to read the Sagersville Independent, and even more so now for things like this, because down a few men, I've just not been able to do a lot of things. That's really disheartening, and I'm working on it, and we're about to get some spots filled around here. So be sure and pick up this edition of the Sagersville Independent for a full look on the season for both our Hornets and Lady Hornets. Let's go ahead and start with the boys real quickly. Coach Littoral and his boys wrapped up the season at 16-2. Sadly, though, however, after a 0-6 loss to Johnson Central in the first round of the 57th District Tournament here at home. So the boys will hang up their cleats for the rest of the season. Also out in the first round of the District Tournament, Martin County, who fell as well to Paintsville in the first round. I think 5-12 was the final score. So maybe to no surprise, we've got a Paintsville-Johnson Central matchup that went on into the district championship, and that one we saw Central maybe defeating the higher seed Paintsville Tigers 2-1, and of course both going on to the region. As for the ladies here in McGoffin County, they too will hang it up for the season with a 14-13 record. Very respectable after a close one, 5-8 final score, hosting Paintsville in the first round of the 57th District Tournament. Again, in this same scenario, Martin County was the other 57th District team that would bow out after the first round. Again, setting up, and it seems like a scenario we see quite often, or seen quite often this season in various sports, setting up a Johnson Central and Paintsville softball championship. That first pitch was set to be a few moments ago at 6 o'clock tonight. Now, let's go ahead and wrap up it. I almost said Monday. I didn't. I almost said it. Let's go ahead and wrap up this evening's show with your Licking Valley RECC outlook, where it's not going to be looking very nice throughout the week. And this could be one of the wetter weeks that we've had. We've had some showers and storm chances on and off throughout much of your forecast, much of the month of May. But this one could add up to some significant rainfall. No major flooding issues right now. Don't expect to see any. We'll follow that along. Tonight, though, a low of 60 degrees, mostly cloudy skies, and a 30% chance of some showers. That is mainly after 1 a.m. for us, but it's all a prelude of things to come. We've got low pressure coming through, and it's going to put down some rain and maybe a few thunderstorms as well. 72 for your Wednesday tomorrow. Remember, tomorrow is Wednesday. And a nighttime low of 60 tomorrow night. Shower chances consistent at 70% across the board tomorrow and tomorrow night. Winds as well will be noticeable out of the south, 6 to 10 to maybe up to 17 mile per hour gusts, except for some possible thunderstorms that could develop on your Wednesday. Doesn't get any better for your Thursday either. We're going to see winds increase, shower and storm chances increase. We'll see temperatures increase a little bit up to about 75, so wet and somewhat stormy possibly next couple of days, tomorrow and Thursday, low to mid-70s in those 2 days. Friday, we see the sun start to make its way out just a bit. Temperatures again climbing up to about 79, partly sunny on your Friday, but a 40% chance of some showers and thunderstorms, especially in the afternoon after 2 o'clock or so. And for a short week, we get to the weekend a little bit quicker, and we will get back to the 80s and stay there for a while. 82, mostly sunny on your Saturday. Yeah, a 20% chance of showers and storms, and we'll just leave that in there pretty much consistently across the board. Low to get into the mid-80s by Monday and Tuesday, but mostly sunny and a 20 to maximum 30% chance of showers and storms Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, so not all bad after we get all the way through the work week. And that's going to wrap it up for this Tuesday, the first day of June. I'm impressed I got that right again. But please enjoy the rest of it, and I will see you back here tomorrow night. Thank you for watching.